Welcome everyone. How's it going? How is it going? Good day today. It is a good day. I got the juju in hand. Juju in hand. All right. Happy Friday to everyone. Power hour is among us. Let me know if my audio is coming in okay, everyone. Let me just expand this. Anish, Alex, Ollie, how's it going? Audio clear. Thank you, Chris. One of the first ones as usual. Appreciate everyone tuning in. It is quite the day. Yes, we are up 3.9%, which in Tesla land as of late of trading is massive in terms of a move. Guys, I think we got some more of a move built into here. I think we do. Let me just close this 1 second. We got more of a move built in my opinion. Looking at the price action right now, it looks like we are potentially going to consolidate a little bit here, and then, you know, whenever we do power hour, you guys know what happens. Oh, sorry. Yes, $3 up, not percent. Yeah, percent. We're 50 basis points up. Thanks, E. Hey, Jim, everyone, Paco, Juju family, how's it going? Yes, Juju family, we are in it together. By the way, let me just see here. Okay, I got my Twitter pulled up. I saw a question about cheddar flow versus flow algo. So we'll go through some of that today as we close. I'd love to hear from everyone tuning in on the comments. Number one, where you guys are tuning in from. And number two, what's your prediction on Tesla closing for the day? Oh, those two things in the chat. Aside, Fred, great live stream on Tesla, no BS. Appreciate that. I hope I pronounced your name right. Awesome. Sound is excellent. Yeah, I did some tweaking on the sound this morning because I noticed I was getting red zoned a little bit on my past video. So I appreciate everyone sticking with me. I'm not a professional by any means in the audio visual production thing, but you know, that's what I lack there. I hopefully make up in content. Houston, Texas, very nice. Sweden, 742. Martin, man, I like it. Maybe you meant 642, but I'll take 742. Sanju, of course, in London, 640. Van City, 649. Welcome, Alex. Nashville, 645. 640, says Alex. New Jersey, welcome, Sean, 641. 642, says Martin. Actually, yep. Volume just went up. I hope you don't mean my microphone volume. Aberdeen, Scotland, very cool. The mic is a little overdriven here. Okay, hold on. I will, oh yeah, you're right. It has, hold on. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Okay. Perfect. Sound is over amplified. Okay, man. Guys, I am sorry. 1 sec here. All right. And I'll move it a little bit away from me. Okay, cool. Much better. Okay, cool. Sounds better. Okay, here from, let's see here. Pac-Man, yes, yesterday I showed Cheddar Flow versus Flow Algo. Can you talk about your experience between the two? Yes, I am doing a trial on Cheddar Flow at the moment. I'm happy to go through that in a second. Illinois, Ottawa, Houston, Hong Kong, Ireland, 644. 650, says Johnny. Welcome, Johnny, from Portugal. Johannesburg, Hamburg, Germany. Los Angeles, 645. 647, Hammerfest. Here from Colorado. Sound is good. Okay, perfect. Appreciate that, folks. Chicago, 640. So it seems like, if I had to conglomerate, it seems like everyone's consensus is in and around 640. I'll take anything over, in my opinion, I'll take anything over a 630 close today. 630, when we talk about daily for a second, and we'll talk about implied volatility here as well. When we talk about closing, like, look how strong price action has been in Tesla. This is the daily graph. Look how strong price action has been in Tesla in the last week. The last time we had this many green days in a row, to be honest, I don't even remember. Let's see. The last time we had that many green days in a row has been since December of 2020, which is, you know, not that far away, but yes. So it's price action wise, it's good. I'll take anything over a 630 close, to be honest, because even today, if we can consolidate, we could be in for a massive move next week into the stock. That's not to say I'm definitely taking a 640 close. Don't get me wrong. And right now we're sitting at 634 for all of our audio listeners. What kind of mic do I use? This is a Yeti. Let me try to see if I can show you. It's one of those boom. I bought a boom extension as well, actually, recently from Amazon because there was too much vibrational noise in my old videos. What's the 200 EMA? So let's check that out. Tesla due for a pop. Welcome everyone. Yes, we'll talk about the credits here in a second as well. So let's pull up. I got my. I've got Webull set up with all of my graphs for the moving averages. So let's take a look here. By the way, get your free stocks with Webull in the description. Okay, 634 on the day. If we check out the daily graph, the 200-day moving average, let's turn off pivot points. 200-day moving average is currently sitting at 601. So we are free and clear of that. The next supply line on the upside is in and around 650. So between now and 650, we do have room to run, kind of unrivaled for the most part. There may be some resistance, let's see, at the 1 hour level. Yeah, at the 1 hour level, even then it's 645. So, if we can push, we should be able to hit 645 here. Do we do it today? Do we do it next week? Obviously, you guys know my preference there. Welcome, Marco. But I think it's just a matter of time till we hit the 640s, folks. I think it's a matter of time. Let me just see here. I mean, yeah, we're overdue for a pop. Absolutely. I'm pulling up the juju. If you don't know, if you're new here, first of all, welcome. Oranges, mandarins, whatever you got, any sort of citrus, those are our good luck jujus. Or good luck jujus? Good luck juju. Whatever, you know what I mean. Just eat some goddamn citrus. Okay. Jan, welcome. CNBS surprised me today. They had a 10-minute decent mini documentary about the role of battery storage for renewable energy with positive mention of Tesla. I think they're turning around. I think at these levels, you guys got to remember, right? If we pull up the daily, when the stock was trashed down all the way to, or thrashed down all the way down under the 200-day moving average, who was telling you to buy here? What mainstream media member was telling you to buy here? No one. But then guess who bought the dip? Institutions bought the dip. And right around here on the 24th of May, because remember, we talked about this on the channel, at the 200-day moving average, it's just a clear buy signal for any growth stock that you believe in. At the 200-day moving average, if it's a growth stock with double-digit year-over-year growth projections, it's just a no-brainer. But these guys didn't want to buy Tesla at the 50-day, at the 25-day, back when we were at 750. They liked the stock, trust me. But they wanted a decent entry point. So what happened, in my opinion, was systematic FUD, mainstream media coming at Tesla at every single angle. We saw China news, we saw Bitcoin BS news come out, we saw autopilot crashes for every single thing until they got to buy the dip. Now that they've bought in the dip and we're seeing it turn a little bit, there's still obviously there's still going to be FUD out there, but now we're seeing a systematic reversing of the mainstream media's position on Tesla. It's just bound to happen. Orange Tic Tacs, very nice. Michael, the bill that passed out of the committee in the Senate passed with a 14 out of 14 vote. The Republicans are going to do all they can to kill it once it gets to the floor. Yes, and that's why I think up until there's some confidence that it's going to pass everything, let's take that with a grain of salt. But man, if they can pass up to 12,500, I don't think they're going to get 12,000. Rob Maher had a great video out yesterday with Loot Ventures covering that. 7,500 for being an EV maker in the States. $2,500 more if you produce everything in the States. I think was the second tier, and the third tier was if you're unionized, you'll get up to 12.5. So regardless, it's a substantial amount of money. That little swing, by the way, Tesla should not unionize, in my opinion. It just doesn't make sense for them to unionize. I think it'll kill a lot of growth or a lot of creativity. I'm not trying to be political here. That's what I think. But that $2,500, that $5,000 that you can get more if you buy, a Ford F-150 Lightning over a Cybertruck, I don't think is going to make the difference, in my opinion. I don't think it's going to make the difference. So Tesla's good either way. And Tesla's going to continue to raise prices here as well. Not he who shall not be named. Okay, AMC, right? AMC is just nuts. Okay, it looks like we're retesting the 630s here. But man, AMC is just nuts. Today went all the way up to 36 bucks. Just crazy. Welcome, Hudson. Yeah, by the way, if you're listening, haven't subscribed, you see the button that says subscribe and it doesn't say subscribed. Click on it. Alrighty. Yes, let's talk about flows now. Okay, let's go into flows, folks. That's not flows. Hold on one sec. This is flows. So we just got a call sweep come in 2 minutes ago on Tesla. 78,000 call sweep for 630 calls expiring today. Interesting. Okay. Again, this is at the money, so it's not as meaningful. But for someone to come in and sweep 80K worth of premium for 45 minutes out. Interesting. They're obviously betting on some upside movement. Remember, you wouldn't buy this, you wouldn't sweep this likely unless you're looking to exercise these positions. So if someone's confident we're closing above 630 today is what I'm getting at, because it looks like the same person also swept this a minute before that, or about 30 seconds before that. 84K here. So yeah, it looks like the floor for today is 630. I'd be very surprised if we close under 630 on the day. Not that that's very exciting, but let's talk about some further things. So next week, we had some 695 call sweeps come in for about 50K. That's not a lot. 635 calls about 10 minutes ago, actually, 635. Some massive signals. Okay, so we had a massive 1600 strike January 2022 call order come in. It's not a sweep, it's a split. Come in for 113K. Okay. Makes me feel better about my 2023 calls. Okay, here's an interesting one. We have it is interesting, but the amount's not very high. We just got one about 2 seconds ago. You probably heard it. 630 calls again. It looks like it's the same person. It's the same manager. It's the same fund. They've just done 3 call sweeps in a row for 630s. Again, they would not be buying this if they didn't feel like Tesla was going to close above 630 today. So keep that in mind. They might be scaring you out of your shares right around here, or pardon me, scaring you out of your positions if you're holding or if you're trading with that red dip down here. Oh, wait, I'm showing my Interactive Brokers. Hold on one sec. With that red dip down here. Again, this is the 1 minute. But yeah, it seems like someone is positive here. Yes, markets closed on Monday, Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. Another call sweep just came in. Let's take a look. Hope that's not too distracting. That same person. All right, that's the fourth call sweep in a row. It's the same person for 630 calls again expiring today. So interesting. So yeah, very confident we close above 630. It sounds like. Elon said, "What union shop offers all employees stock options?" Oh, yeah, exactly. Unions are not really conducive to growth, right? So makes sense. When do you think, Victor says, the final EV credit decision will be announced? Rob said, who's much smarter than I, said he's expecting an answer around August or September in terms of timeline. But it is, I believe, someone correct me if I'm wrong, retroactive to May 24th, the credit. So if you had bought an EV from now till then, you can retroactively apply for that tax credit. So that's good. That gives me confidence at least that they're likely going to be passing it, right? What's a call sweep? Okay, good question. I've covered this a lot. I have a video on this as well. You can check it out if you want to. Call sweeps are when big money comes in and they're buying calls on something, but they're buying above the ask, or buying at the ask, I should say. And they're coming in, they're telling their order filler, their whatever brokerage or whatever manager that they use, or whatever fund they use to fill their orders. And they say, I want to get filled on this position right now, and then I don't care about how the fill is. I just need to get filled right now. So they're highly unusual activities in terms of, and also there's ways that you can try to hide your orders if you're a big money manager. But big data shows us they can conglomerate that and they can parse through and see, okay, this was the same order, this was the same order. So they can see who's trying to hide their orders and who's trying to not tip off and show their hand. So when we pay for services like Cheddar Flow or Flow Algo, I should get Flow Algo to sponsor this channel. But I guess if you watch this channel, you probably don't need to be subscribed to it. Then you can potentially see where big money is leading to, right? That's the goal. Let me just see here. Cloudbot. Alrighty. How's the IV percentile? Good question. Good question. And I will show you. So in Interactive Brokers, you guys know I love Interactive Brokers for this. This is the implied volatility chart for Tesla January 2023 call options. Or just options, pardon me. And you can see, and I'll just do January 2023, look how screwed we've gotten with implied volatility in the last little bit. Since middle of April even, implied volatility has fallen dramatically to so low, it's just crazy. And if you look at around here, what date is this? May the 7th. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, you guys can. Right over there. So if you guys can see, right around May the 7th, right here, we had hit an IV rank of 0, right? Because if you look at the trailing 12 months, this was the lowest point. Up until this was the lowest point, so IV rank here would have been 0. But you can tell, like, we've been at 0 for quite a long goddamn time now, right? Like, implied volatility has not come back into the market. Now, the bad news with that is if you're holding call options, if you're holding put options, it's definitely an issue. Now, the good news maybe is, like, have we found a bottom in implied volatility now? It has been dropping for a while, but since 20th of May, about 8 days now, we found a bottom, it looks like, at least on implied volatility. If that's the case, and we shoot back up into the 60s, the 70s for implied volatility, a lot of our leaps that we're holding maybe come back to life. Now, if they come back to life, that'll be great for our portfolios, but it'd just be great for the stock market as a whole, so we can see bigger movements of the stock price, right? Because remember, implied volatility is kind of just a way for the market makers to price in how much of a move might happen any given day. So yeah. Sam says, will there be any new EV credits for Canadians? I don't know. The last time I checked was when we got our Model 3, and that was at $8 grand or $7 grand credit. Spencer is clarifying 7,500 is retroactive to May 24th, and 25 plus is not. Okay, thank you, Spencer. Prediction on next week, folks. I don't know. Okay. Well, I mean, here's my prediction. A couple weeks ago, when we were dipping down under the 200-day moving average in the upper fives, I said I think 600 plus is coming up very soon. At this point in time, I think it's only a matter of time until we hit 650s. The next move to really watch, in my opinion, is after we hit the 650s, do we consolidate for a while there? Do we get slapped off the 650 moving averages, come back down to retest? Or is it the Tesla of old where, you know, these moving averages mean something for a couple hours and we just skyrocket through and past there because demand is so high for the stock? Remember, AI Day is coming out, Berlin's coming online, Cybertruck updates are happening. Austin, Texas is already producing single castings for Model Y and shipping in Fremont. Austin's going to be live by the end of the year. 4680 battery production is coming out of Cato Road. There's just so many positives happening. Macros improving, chip shortages are clarifying issues, right? Chip shortages are number one are going to get better second half of this year anyways. Number two, Teslas might be looking to buy a chip manufacturer. So much good news coming the second half of this year. Can't even get into all of it. Do we just really just pass through all of those supports or those resistances and just move past up and we go, you know what? This is Tesla. Let's not forget. This is why you don't short Tesla, right? And do we just pass through this it's really up to 6 at the moment. It's really up to like 662, right? If we can get through and past 660, let's round up from 662 to 665. If we can do that and we can stick that and support through and all these sellers can liquidate, we got room to run. So all that being said, I in my opinion, I think at some point in the next week, I think we're probably going to have a massive update. The question is, do we potentially, shall I say, get slapped off of it? Or do we continue to consolidate and around it, find an equilibrium, then have our next leg up? So yeah, so remember AI Day is coming up next week as well. Yeah, tax credits are definitely months away. Yes, call sweeps are good. Yes, they have to work out a deal with a union in Germany. Alex said, I'm tempted to buy some July 2023 calls. The EV credit's going to be game changing. It is. Now here's the inverse side of that argument, right? There's always two sides to the argument. So one argument is EV credits are great because it is going to welcome to the nation, Kishore. EV credits are great because they're going to massively increase demand. The other side of that coin, and let me know what you guys think about this, is that it doesn't, to me, there's an argument to be made here that Tesla's already production constrained. Every car that they make, or that they can make, I should say, is sold before it's made. So though this EV credit is going to be great for demand, 100%, we're probably going to have wait lists for Tesla cars if and unless Tesla can hit really high production levels within the next year, within this year, really, if this goes live in September. So there's two sides of that coin, right? Of it's like, how much more demand can Tesla possibly get? It's really a production issue. Now, here's one thing that they can do to solve it, in my opinion, is they could potentially keep increasing prices like they have by $500 every single week, continue to up the price so they can up their ASP, their average selling price, increase their margin, and then use that inflated margin to then squeeze out some more money to spend on expanding factories or expanding machines or hiring more. That's the only way I see them coming out of this amazing amount of demand that we already have, but that we're going to have. So yeah. Yeah, any insights expiring today? I still think we closed the day above 630. Between 630, I made a joke in our Discord. I said 650 close. Who knows? The way that the Juju gods are coming, anything is possible. So yeah. So we definitely need Austin. We definitely need Berlin to go live. So all this matters. The question is, all this is good. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad. It's just a matter of how much of an immediate effect does it have. Now, here's one thing I missed. FSD subscription. That is coming out allegedly, it's just what Elon said, June 15th-ish. The fact that I have to put ish at the end of there doesn't, instill confidence in me or anyone. But June 15th, let's just say that, okay? If FSD subscription does come out June 15th at $199 a month, at $99 a month, whatever it is, that's instant cash flow for Tesla. Day one, minute one that they release that update, people will start buying that. Like, bar none, hands down, not a problem. People will start flowing money into those, into that subscription. Now, the question is, do EV ZEV credits, the zero emission vehicle credits, run out from Tesla by then? Or is it in addition to the ZEV credits? My opinion is Tesla is secretly prolonging FSD subscription so as long as they have ZEV credits. I think Tesla's not worried about pushing FSD subscription out too soon when it's not a super easy value sell, because they know that they have ZEV credits to rely on. But the fact that I think Tesla is now going to be releasing it, and kind of Elon's given a tentative date of June 15th, kind of tells me that it sounds like the ZEV credit status, and I haven't checked on the ZEV credit status, or I haven't heard, for example, Rob talk about it. Maybe he has, and I've just missed it. But I kind of think they're running out, or they're going to be running out towards the end of the year. I know Fiat Chrysler, or is it, I think Honda as well, or Toyota, one of them, that buys ZEV credits also had said that they are not going to be buying them anymore, but that's just mostly because they're not going to be selling that many cars this year. So there's a lot of things here to consider. Tesla already has a war chest; they can only add to it. Their margins are awesome. Joshua Kim, hey, actually loving the content you've been putting out. Appreciate that, Joshua. Thank you. OG to the channel. I remember you watching back when I started. Victor Drew, the EV credit will be beneficial to Tesla because it'll force them to raise prices about $5,000 to bring in demand low enough to meet it without making a 1-year waiting list. Yes, that's one that step of solving the money problem. That's one way to combat it, and that potentially happens. But I think Tesla is careful to not raise prices too much either. I think if you kind of read in between the lines of what Elon has to say often, it's like he wants to bring, like, he doesn't want the Model Y or the Model X, or what am I freaking saying? The Model 3, he doesn't want it to get into expensive territory. I think if Tesla could have their druthers, they would keep it as low as possible. I think they begrudgingly increase the rate. Now, also remember this, the EV credits are off your tax liability, right? So it's not like you walk in on the lot and you get it. Like in Canada, for example, we got it off of the sticker price, right at POS, right at point of sale. So it's a little bit different in that respect as well. So I think there's some sort of middle ground here between what we have to have. I thought Model S reveal day. Oh, sorry. Yes, Model S reveal day and delivery day is June 3rd. And then AI day should be, actually I'll check. Sorry, I kept saying that, hey. AI day, Elon, let's see what it is. For summer, so July, it's not set yet, unless one of you guys know, and I don't. Thanks for correcting me. Alrighty. Perfect. Yes, by the way, if hold on one sec. Just turn this up. So sitting at 631.22 at the moment. Yes, Jan, you make a great point. Elon Musk's not afraid of raising price on FSD. That's a great point. That's a way you can get around that a little bit. And you're totally right. By increasing price on FSD, it's not the same. So yes, that might be one way they get around it and just give people free FSD or something. But with the subscription coming out, potentially that messes with it a little bit. Let's see here. By the way, get to your, if you're listening to this and you don't have a Webull account, get one. Use my link. You get up to $1,800 in stocks. I think you get a stock, by the way. And I'm Canadian, so, take that with what you want in terms of I can't sign up. Wait, Gentry, how's it going, man? You get one free stock just for signing up, and then you get another one after you put in $100. To my knowledge, and I'm not sure if the Webull folks gods are listening, I think you don't have to continue trading with them if you don't want to, but it's a good platform. I'm using it right now. So, and also BlockFi, you can get $250 worth of free Bitcoin or any crypto on BlockFi. Thank you for increasing your audio volume. You got it, John. Yes, I saw your comment. Guys, I try my best with this channel. I'm not perfect with audio, video quality, all that sort of stuff. Again, like I've said, hopefully I make up with it with the content. But I appreciate you guys giving me feedback all the time. Chris says, I like a free share of Berkshire on Webull. If you get a free share of Berkshire Hathaway or something at 150K at Webull, I would just take that and run. I would not let them take that back whatsoever. Can you imagine if you got like a free... What is it trading at the moment, the Berkshire share? $435,000 US. My dad always wanted to buy just one share of Berkshire just so he could go to the annual meeting. He was like, I just want to buy one, try 400K. That's crazy. That's how long it's been since I've checked the price of Berkshire Hathaway. My dad always just wanted to buy one share, and he would be like, I want to get invited to the annual meeting, meet Warren Buffett. And I was like, oh, God, Dad. Hit the like and get the price up, says Paco. I appreciate that, Paco. Okay. Alrighty, so when your stock doesn't split, buy a Class B. I went and Bill Gates was there. Really? How much is a Class B share? That shows you how much I look into it. It's $250. Oh, I didn't know that. Do you get invited in the Berkshire annual meeting with a Class B share? I'm talking a long time ago when my dad said this. Okay, so it's Class A at 430. Huh, interesting. Didn't know that. 285. Huh, cool. I don't know why they'd. I don't know why they do that. I guess attendance was low. All right, so retest of 630 here again. If you guys remember yesterday, and you guys maybe hopefully saw my video at yesterday around close time, what happened? We saw a massive close in the last 10 minutes. Now, whether this is an algo, whether this is a big money manager that needed to get in, I'd be curious to see if we see the same thing happen today. If you look at the price action today, we've dipped down from the morning, got back, we kind of bought back up, dipped back down, consolidated, bought back up, dipped down. So higher highs happening, 1, 2, 3, higher highs and higher lows. Now at the moment we're sitting at the third dip. So, dip number 1, 2, and the 3. Do we rip up into close? And does this signal more institutional buying? Wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Oh, Classic gets to vote. Gotcha. Thanks, Chris. Hey, Tyler, how's it going? Welcome, Tyler Ahmad. I want to go to Omaha. I've never been to Omaha. Would love to go. Like to see his house. What's the population there? Omaha population. So yeah, 475,000 in Omaha, Nebraska. Never been to Nebraska, folks. Never been. FYI, New Jersey has a $5,000 rebate. Check on any zero emission vehicle under 55K. I've heard New Jersey is one of the best places to buy an electric vehicle, not only because of that, but I've also heard that they don't have state tax on electric vehicles. Maybe in general, I don't know. Michael's finding it funny that I want to go to Omaha. He played ping pong with Bill Gates, huh? For some reason, I don't know. I feel like watching Warren Buffett play ping pong would probably be kind of sad to watch. I don't know, especially with Bill Gates. I'd rather see them play squash. No state tax either. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to get into that. You guys are trying to tease me into saying stuff. Okay. So 629.78 on the stock price right now. In terms of flows, we did get another one. So let's just check that out real quick. Pull this up. We just got some 630. Folks, this 630 person is just coming in again and again and again. Again, gives me confidence that this person is looking to exercise shares at 630 for this week. A question I often get is, okay, if your options expire, another call sweep just in front of us right now for $227,000 worth of premium for 635s next week. Okay, now we're talking. A question I get sometimes is, if your options expire after hours Friday and you exercise them and you get these shares, do those shares then move the stock price after hours? And that's a great question. Another call sweep, folks. We're just seeing call sweep after call sweep come in. This is for next week, 637.50 call for about $200,000 worth of premium. So good amount of premium coming into Tesla. So let's watch it. Let's watch it rise. Let's see how it goes. So on that question, if your options expire after Friday, after hours, market or your brokerage assigns you those shares, you pay for them. From what digging I've done, it does not seem like those particular options or those particular transactions of you buying those shares affect the stock price. And maybe that's because the brokerage owns those shares. Maybe it's because technically the person selling that side of the option has those shares outstanding already. There's a lot of different reasons as to maybe why. But from the research I've done, no, it doesn't. It's not like if there's a bunch of options expiring on Friday after hours, that should indicate big buying happening. Alrighty, so I pulled up Interactive Brokers here. I want to keep an eye on IV. If we see IV slowly soar back up here, I would like that very much. See in the last month here. So we shall see. What site is that chart? That is Webull. This one, or this chart, this IV chart, this is Interactive Brokers. Just check out Interactive Brokers if you want. If you want, I do have a referral link on Interactive Brokers, but I think you get like one free Interactive Brokers stock. But check it out if you want Interactive Brokers and you're able to get an account. Here you go. I'll throw the link in there. Oh, that's a Discord link. By the way, join our Discord if you're listening. I think we have one more spot left on our lowest plan. But for a couple bucks a month, gets you access to our Discord where we talk. We have an amazing community of people. I know a lot of our community members are watching right now. So much love to you guys. Okay, so 630 is holding. 630 is holding. Call sweeps are coming in for 630, 635 for this week. Today, I should say. And next week, 630, 750. I would say bullish flow is coming in. The question is, why do we lack volume at the moment? And our volume is currently sitting at, let me just check here. Volume is currently sitting at 19 million, almost 20 million shares traded. Again, it's a light Friday. It's a light Friday. Options expiration, OpEx was last week. So the week after OpEx should be a little bit lower. Gentry options question. How much do I have to pay for exercising shares? The price of the shares minus the money you made on it. Okay, so there might be an options assignment fee depending on your brokerage, which I don't know. Believe it or not, I've never exercised an option in my life. It just doesn't make sense. So I can just buy the shares outright. I don't need to wait. But let's say if you bought a call at 700 for Tesla and you finish in the money on that, well, you're going to pay 70 grand for your 100 shares, and then you've paid whatever for that call, right? So, yeah, do the math. So if you sell your option and then you buy it in the open market, sometimes it's cheaper just to do that, depending on fees, right? Yeah, sideways movement at the moment, dipping down to 630. Again, like I said in the beginning of the stream, if we can stay above 630, and we have 20 minutes left, you never know. If we can stay above 630, which I'm pretty confident here we'll do, barring anything massive happening, and barring me not eating more oranges, I'd be happy with a 630 and up close. Remember, number one, volume is low today. Volume is low, which means it's a consolidation day. If we can be flat or close to flat on a low volume day, it's a good signal that it's just mostly profit taking happening at the moment. IV is still collapsing, right? These are the last 6 months of implied volatility. Let's do 1 year. Right over here. These are, hold on, let's do January 2022 and let's do January 2023. Implied volatility is falling continually. It keeps on falling. So any moment when implied volatility comes back up, this should hopefully all revert back in terms of options pricing. So if you look at the options game and we check out options for, let's go to January 2023. Okay, you have 660-ish days, 602 days in fact, until expiration on these options. Thanks for subscribing here. You have this many days left on this, and check this out. Tesla's sitting at 629. We know it hit 900 in the beginning of this year. If you believe in Tesla long term, hey Tyler, welcome to Patreon. You got the Elon dancing gif. Good to see that working. Catch you on Discord, Tyler. Okay, so now we got two Tylers. So a 1600 strike for Tesla, which I know seems far away, but a 1600 strike right now is going for 17 grand. Okay. Let's see here. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, 17 grand. 1900 strike is going for 10 grand. Wait, this doesn't seem right. Hold on one sec. Let me pull up it on Webull. I feel like I don't have my columns right on this. One sec. You know, it was hilarious yesterday on my freaking video. I was looking at SPY options and talking about Tesla. That was a stupid moment. Okay, let's check it out on Webull. Get your Webull and free stocks in the description. Okay, so there we go. That's better. I don't know why. Maybe my data is weird on this account. Okay, a 1500 strike for March 2023. So add 3 months over 602, right? So it's almost 700 days. A 1600 strike is $4,000. You're buying, I don't care what you're buying for a second, you're buying more than 2 years, almost 2 years worth of time for $4,000 on Tesla. In fact, you can go all the way out to 1725 strike calls, and you can buy at the moment for $3,600 per contract. You can buy how much delta is on these? Let's see, probably close to not much, but let's see. So delta is not in here. You can buy, that's not bad, folks. You can buy 18 delta and growing if Tesla keeps going up. You can buy 18 delta on 1700 strike calls in Tesla, and you can buy yourself 2 years. Here's the way I look at options trading for me, right? First thing, I go for thesis on play. I go either I'm long or short. Either I buy puts or calls. Let's say if I'm bullish, highly bullish on a stock like Tesla, I basically, this is how I try to buy calls for the longer term. I think, okay, if I'm bullish, obviously I'm going to be buying calls. Am I going for a steady return where I'm going to be selling poor man covered calls on my position? Meaning, am I going for a, let's buy January 2022, 1 year sooner. Let's buy, for example, the 800 strike or the 700 strike calls for $8,000, and let's every single month sell the 750s, sell the 800s, sell the 725, sell poor man covered calls, and we talk about that a little bit. Either I'm going for that strategy where it's more of an income play while I'm holding pseudo leveraged shares on Tesla, or I'm going for the Grand Slam Lotto leap on Tesla, let's say for in this example. And if you hold the 1700 strikes, all I care about is, am I long? Okay, great. How much time can I afford to buy? I'll tell you what, when implied volatility, and you guys have seen this graph that I'm showing you right around here. If you look at the graph, implied volatility, when it was here, when it was up here, January, February, trust me, you could not buy. You could not afford how expensive. I mean, you know, when I say you, I'm not saying you couldn't afford it. I'm just saying these were goddamn expensive. This thing that you're buying, like, I don't think you could buy anything for less than 10 grand on Tesla this far out. So a 1700 strike, which is going for 3.7K at the moment, if I map this out, let's go to daily graph. This was selling for, in January when IV was so high, for $21,000. Almost $22,000 at the peak, right? That same call that you can buy now for $4,000, $3,500, 3.7K. It hit a low of 2.6K, that call. So if you think implied volatility, if your bet is implied volatility is going to go up, and your bet is Tesla's going to go up, and you're a Tesla bull, and your time horizon is 2 years on this position. Again, remember, if you have a big win, you don't have to hold this for 2 years, right? But the benefit of buying something that's has 2 years on it is that you're not going to experience that premium decay that we've all been feeling for a while now, right? I'm just saying, it was hard to afford anything on Tesla for the longest time, and now that implied volatility has shrunk, I get that our accounts have shrunk if you weren't in cash. But relatively speaking, I mean, buying options when implied volatility is low in terms of a rank or a percentile level might be worth it. Again, none of this is financial advice. Exactly, Ryan. Tyler, got the last slot in Patreon. Thanks, boys. Appreciate that, Tyler. Welcome to the family. Everyone, if you want to join the nation, check out, actually, I don't know, I have it pinned here. I'm not sure. I'll pin it now. Join us. Patreon.com/hit that bit. I'll put it up. I'll pin it for everyone. Join the nation. Okay, so Gentry, I picked up some September 2022 1500 leaps this morning. Wow. Man, you're probably up on the, are you? Well, I guess depends on how much you opened up, but buying yourself that much time is always a good idea. Absolutely. Hoping for a big win. I remember that 20% up day. Yum. Yeah, man. So what I've also noticed for those big leaps is once we pass massive massive prices, right? When we passed 600, I saw our leaps or my leaps go up percentage-wise a lot more than when they made a move in the 580s, when Tesla made a move in the 580s. I think there's a level to when Tesla crosses these psychological barriers like 600, 700, when more flow goes in, when people see Tesla's past 600 again and now it's holding, a lot more people start buying those leaps. And in fact, that helps increase implied volatility. So yeah, the Qs are still up 46 basis points on the day. They look like they're rising a little bit here. This is the daily. What am I talking about? Yeah, so yeah, a little bit of weakness on the Qs. Tesla is down 36 basis points on the day. We got 13 minutes left for power hour. I still think hopefully we push past 630. I said it in the beginning. 630 and up close, I am happy with. Alex says, can you talk about the sell side closing cross imbalance? I don't know what market on close is today. I could check out Twitter to see what it is. But every equity has closing cross imbalances, either to buy or to sell. Here's the thing though, I found that it like honestly it's kind of noise more than meaningful is what I find. That's what I found in my experience. I've been seeing market on close to buy, to sell imbalances for years and years and years, and I found it to be just a noise signal, if anything. So we shall see. But here we are, 628.75. Emmanuel bought one. Yes, that's right. Hey, why did that come up right now? Emmanuel, I'm not sure if you're watching. Appreciate you. Emmanuel was actually one of our first buyers of merch on the channel. I actually came out with some sophisticated design in terms of t-shirts and sweatshirts. Check it out. I think it's no, it's not in the description. I'll have to put it in. I'll put it in a second. But yeah, check out some Juju merch. Okay, let's see here. I'm waiting on mine. Let's see here. Get your hit that bid shirts. Okay, so I'll put that into the description. Pardon me. Master of Juju in the house. Welcome, Steve. DJ. Okay. All right, there we go. Not that you guys care, but I will. I'll show you. Just because I think it's because I spent too long on it to not show anyone. Okay. We got 10 minutes here till power hour. Let's see here. So the flows are. Let's see here. Tesla puts came in for June the 11th, a 617 premium order, but it was a block, so not a sweep, but still interesting to see. Puts are harder to decipher just because puts can be insurance, and there's no way for us to know. So it's kind of like what fits your narrative type of scenario. This is the merch, by the way. It's a hit that bid logo in the front. There's a Juju orange in the back. I really wish this prints well. It should, hopefully. And then I got some requests for putting Elon smoking on some merch, so I put that up. And I also have socks. I don't know. So check it out. It's in the description. You missed the dip. Let's see here. Do I have a Chihuahua? Steve, no, I don't. Why? Should I have one? That's the best question I've got all year. Do I have a Chihuahua? Fun fact, I don't like Chihuahuas. I don't know. This is a bit yappy for me. A bit feisty. A little bit aggressive. All right, so we're dipping here on 627 on close. 10 minutes left. Algo should be kicking in any minute now. Let's find out what happens. Welcome, Abel. How's it going? I'm going to buy all Tesla. Gideon, glad to catch you today. Wishing the best of health. Just moved to Melbourne recently. On my last drink at 5:34 a.m. Gideon, you were a champ. Jesus Christ. Thanks for joining us. 5:34 a.m. and we got someone spending their morning watching us. That's awesome. I appreciate that. So, as we dip here, I think it's important to consider one point. Our volume for the day is sitting at 20 million. Okay? Remember, falling, going red, or being flat on a low volume day when you've been rising consistently for the last week usually signals profit taking, especially on a Friday, which, options expire on a Friday, which have, some meaning to this. The market is up. The Qs are up, right? Qs are up 40 basis points. You see it right here. Crypto's down, but that's a different goddamn story altogether. The Qs are up. SPY is up. Tesla is down 50 basis points. Now 75 basis points at the moment. Looks like we're dipping fast actually here. See if we catch a bottom. I think it's important to realize this signals to me profit taking more than anything really to worry about. In fact, it's just more sustainable if we can consolidate instead of just ripping past up. Whenever we rip up, like you've seen it right here, 10% point day, unless you're taking profits and trading, you'll find that those are usually given back up. So Tesla's been following this model for the last 2 weeks almost, you know, going up, consolidating, going up, consolidating. And especially if you couple that with lower volume, still, I'd like to see a 630 and over close. That'd be nice. Show me the money. Yeah, sideways again. Yeah, I mean, and the Nasdaqs are, let's see how the Qs are doing. The Qs are selling off as well. These are the Qs, the 1 minute graph. Yeah, so we have some weakness in the market to close the Friday. Who knows? Gentry, keep reminding myself, the stock does not know I own it. Sometimes it feels like that, right? You own something, you're like, damn, every time I buy something, it just goes down. It just happens. A Chihuahua is only warm in the fireplace. What does that? Is that a song? I don't get the inside joke. Maybe I'm the joker here. 700. I like it. So let's see here. Macro has been nothing burger all week. Yeah, yes, to a degree, for sure. And if we talk about news for a second, let's go to news for a second. Let's check out Twitter. What do we got going on? Let's see here. SEC files more crypto lending charges. Makes sense. Limiting Factor, great channel on YouTube. Check them out. If battery taught us anything, it's that Tesla must have. It's that what Tesla must have for exponential growth, they will bring in-house. If Tesla views chip fabrication as its must, it will be brought in-house. Low likelihood, but if they snatch up a good fab for auto components, then that's good. Absolutely agreed. Market on close for the day. What was it? So this is what I mean, right? So it was a buy side imbalance of 100 million. This is Mr. Top Step on Twitter. By the way, follow me on Twitter at HeyIt'sYashu. Gary Black's tweeting about AMC when Tesla's going down. Come on, Gary, what are you doing? What does Gary have to say today? I haven't checked his Twitter today. Going into next week's Tesla Model S delivery event, further Senate discussions on Biden's 10K EV and a 15th. This is hilarious. I love how Gary's pretty much put words in Elon's mouth and said there's a hard deadline for FSD subscription on June the 15th. He's kind of like forcing Elon's hand on this now, which, you know, like for all intents and purposes, I like, because God knows we've been waiting on this for a while. Jim Cramer is probably correct that Tesla seems poised to run, and now he's appealing to higher authority at Jim Cramer. Someone made a comment. It was quite funny on one of my videos. It was, is Gary Black the Jim Cramer of the Tesla world? Something to think about. Okay, big green candle, is it? No, yeah, no. Okay, so we're still sitting at Tesla at 625 at the moment. Not good weakness to close off today, but remember, it is Fridays, so anything can kind of happen. Gary says Tesla has been positive in June for 4 consecutive years. Likely reflects anticipation about positive Q2 earnings and Q3 events. Remember, Q1 sucks, right, in the auto world. But even then, Tesla hit records. Yes, I did get an update on this. I didn't catch or read the update on my car, but I saw on Twitter, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, there's a camera on your Tesla right over here. It faces the inside, kind of spying on you, right? Kind of like the CCP. And it now, because of goddamn Consumer Reports and all their stupid shenanigans with running autopilot without anyone in there, now they can actually turn off autopilot if they see you getting out of the car. So interesting there. It's a joke translated to Dutch. It's all good. I'll I'll have to hit you up later on what that is. Okay, so nothing new here, just a regular Friday on close. Market on flip to 775 to sell. Nasdaq running again on bulls party, got out on half. Okay, so let's check out what's happening here. That's my Interactive Brokers. So 626-ish, 625.50 to be perfectly precise on Tesla at the moment. So we'll see, kind of where we end up. Again, we have 3 minutes left here. I'd like to see a push to 630. I'm not sure if we get it. Continued weakness to end the day, about $6, $7 down. Not the end of the world. Again, it's a Friday, but I'd like to have seen us finish 630 on the day. The Qs are falling though, although we have, looks like, caught a bottom on the Qs. Qs are falling. Oh shit, did I close my positions? Hold on one sec. Hold on, folks. I got my Interactive Brokers on my phone. I gotta see if I sold out of everything. Come on.
Trading connection lost.
Yeah, trading connection lost. Okay, good. I sold a put spread on Zoom. Sorry, I had a mini panic attack. I usually, unless I'm live streaming, I usually don't trade because I get distracted, right? Yes, my position closed. I sold a put spread on ZM yesterday, and I told everyone in Discord just to be accountable on it. I sold a put spread, and it looks like Zoom has done pretty much nothing between today and yesterday. So those have decayed quite a bit. I was up a lot more this morning, but I slept in, so I didn't get to close it on time. I should have put in a GTC order, but I just didn't think about it. But we are good on there. We are good. So 626 on Tesla at the moment. We have a couple minutes left until the closing bell. Remember, big week next week, folks. Big week next week coming up, in my opinion. Qs had a good consolidation-ish day today, up 50 basis points or 25 basis points. Everything's just chilling for today, it seems like. I know we're down 75 basis points down to 626, but don't forget where we came from, right? We quite literally, beginning of this week, came on the 23rd, or the 24th, came from 500 and a low of 570. So us finishing above 620 to end the week, good week, baby steps. I really feel like next week we see some massive movement. Again, with Tesla's delivery event finally happening, potentially front running on that. And, end of month, well, I guess Monday's a day off. So today is kind of end of month trading happening on everything. So, I don't consider window dressing to be a big deal right now. But I think next week, the fact that it's June next week is bullish. The fact that we're out of May, in May they go away, right? That's what CNBS tells us. Every single May they say in May they go away. Why? Because look, this is what they wanted. Look at the daily. This is what they wanted from us in May. They wanted to average into Tesla at a rate under the 200-day moving average, and they got it. They won. FUD won. Mainstream media collaborated. They won. They got what they need. But guess what? That's fine. I talk about us revisiting the 200-day a lot, unless closing bells here. We've closed at 625.22. That's fine. The fact that they've gotten their shares now, they're happy. They've loaded up under the 200-day moving average. This is long-term good for Tesla. I'll pull up extended hours trading here so we can see what's happening. It's good for Tesla. It invites new investor bases in. It gets people that were fake bearish. Those people that are bearish because they don't have a position and that they secretly love to get into a position, but since they don't, they're just super bearish on it. Well, it gives those people an excuse to get into a stock that they know is good. So NEO, NEO did. How did NEO do to end the day? Did it go flat? Let's see. NEO's flat on the day as well. Volume is it seems like garbage on. Oh, this is NI. Hold on. What am I doing? NEO was exactly down the same amount as Tesla, 75 basis points, pretty much, to end the day. So, what happened to the 630 call sweeps? Oliver says, yeah. So remember, Who knows what happens after hours? Options don't actually settle until I think an hour and a half. Someone knows the exact time in Eastern. Let me know, but I think it's an hour and a half. So there's still time for them to settle into and expire in the money. It happens. But yeah, you're right. If they had bought those, they expired worthless. If and unless they had sold on any pump, which I don't think we've gotten very many pumps since they bought. So those expired worthless for them, unless in the next hour we climb up and finish right at 6:30, which might be possible. It happens. More people would be better off buying shares and playing calls. Yeah, I mean, unless you're buying leaps, right? Not a huge deal if you're buying leaps, to be honest. Can you talk about announcements after June 3rd? Yes, let's. I'll show you. I got a video on this. Quick plug, right? Let me see. Where's that goddamn video I had? It was upcoming catalyst for Tesla. Let's see here. Upcoming secret catalyst for Tesla. Where is it? There it is. Check it out. I'll show you. There's a Google Doc here. There's a Google Doc here that shows all of Tesla's upcoming events. So in that, we can actually check what events we have coming up. So it seems like, thanks for subscribing, y'all. Join the nation. Join us on Patreon as well if you want to help support the channel. Okay, so it looks like Q1 earnings, this has happened, earliest date. So Tesla insurance version 2 to expand to more states outside of California. The earliest date was April. At the moment, yeah, I can toss the link for this. At the moment, it says August 1. August 1. So, you know, I don't know. I don't really know much about ETA on insurance, to be honest. I'll throw the link in here. Oh, wait, that's not the link. Hold on one sec. That is that's the merch link. So don't, all right, if you want to buy merch, go for it. This is the Google Docs link. Okay. Tesla will start delivering Model S Plaid with 1860/50 cells. Okay, Model S Plaid, which we know is coming out, Model S event coming out June the 3rd. Wide release of FSD beta rewrite, so that's version 9. That's what they're talking about. Tesla insurance is expected to expand to Germany. You know, I didn't know about that. Expanding to Germany. Interesting. That's best guess is June 13th on this. Tesla insurance is a whole nother beast. I'm going to make a video on Tesla insurance as to why Tesla insurance will win the insurance game. I don't think it'll be a huge money maker. I don't think it'll be the main source of the revenue. Welcome Waka. But I definitely think insurance is being slept on. Here's a big one, okay? And Tyler, our mod, talks about this a lot. Tesla to launch an app store open to third-party developers. Folks, Apple, right? Apple has a great portion of the revenue in their net income come from services. This is huge. This is like Tesla. This is like investing in Tesla at the moment is like investing in Apple before they had an app store. Was that even a thing on the iPhone 1 or 2? The first iPhone that I remember was the 3. I had the 4. I never had the 3, the 4 and the 5, and the 5S. But it's like, imagine investing in Apple before they had an app store, right? Steve is going for Chihuahua. Why is he actually so sexy? Hallie, you know what? Thanks for making my day. I appreciate that. Okay, so App Store is huge, huge, huge. Like, you talk about service revenue for a second. Service revenue comes at a very low cost. When we talk about margins, what companies have the highest margin? What industry has the highest margin? Off the top of your head, tell me in the chat. What industry has the highest margins? Let me know in the chat. Yes, talk about indicators too. SaaS, you got it. Vivek, you got it. Adult service industry. Alan, different stream. Yes, software. You guys got it. SaaS, Chris, Victor, Evan, you guys got it. Software. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts. Everyone got it. Thank you. Fortnite. You know, Fortnite probably has good margins as well. It's gonna have amazing margins. And we talk about FSD subscription a lot on this channel. To be honest, I should be making more videos on the App Store, because now if you look at it, like, what is an iPhone without an App Store? Like, I don't know if I'd use an iPhone if it didn't have the App Store, right? It'd be stupid. Well, that's where Tesla is right now. The fact that we love Teslas and we think Tesla has this amazing future, not a lot of people even talk about the App Store. It's just going to take it exponentially to the next step, to the next level. It's nuts. And no, I don't mean like software updating the FSD. That's a different story. I'm talking like, what if there was a DoorDash app? What if there was an Uber Eats app? What if there's a Pizza Hut app, or Connect to Your Friends, or a carpool app where you could carpool people and share and make money or make crypto for carpooling people around? What if there was a way that you could schedule in advance that you were going to be driving somewhere, and that you could pick up people on the way here, and here, and this is what you would barter in exchange for it. Maybe it's not monetary. Like and you guys have better ideas, let me know. There's you work for one. There's just, the possibilities are endless here, right? Yeah, I don't even want, like, there's so much here. And we talk about Tesla coin, we talk about Dogecoin. Maybe that's the system, the monetary system this uses. I don't know. I think there is a lot of hype around Dogecoin and Tesla coin making their own economy. But like, I just feel like that's not Tesla's mainstay of what they're going to be focusing in on. Sam says, people are sleeping on Cybertruck pre-orders. I pre-ordered one the day after the event. I'm number 100K. Yeah, I know. My buddy ordered one a couple weeks ago. He's number 1.5 mil. Yeah, I don't know if all the numbers are totally right, but yes, you're 100% right. That's why I made that video on Cybertruck, right? On how massive I think it's going to be. I think it's the featured video on my home. No, because I'm logged in as me, but this one right here, Cybertruck will change everything for Tesla. Hits 1 million reservations. I think it sounds like it's even more than that right now. So there's a lot of good news to come, folks. I think next week is going to be a massive week in the stock. You talk about indicators. All of our indicators are looking good, up to the 650-ish level. Let's put in MACD. Let's put in RSI. RSI is sitting just in the middle here. MACD is converging bullishly. It's opening up in terms of divergence. MACD is looking good. RSI is looking decent. We don't have massive amounts of resistance up until 650-ish. So it's about 25 points away in terms of a move. If we fall back and we, some sort of news comes out or something happens with macro, downside's not massively low. I mean, it's kind of equal. We're kind of between our 2 points here. Again, next week, I wouldn't put it past us to have a massive move. Similar to this, right over here, if you check this out a little bit, this is in end of March when we'd sold off quite a bit, finally taking a run. If you notice, like, we had some massive moves here for 3 or 4 days, all the way down from 592 to 700. You guys remember that? And then we went up to 780 and then sold back down, and we all cried. So seeing a move like that is not going to be out of the cards, especially for next week where it's finally June. Second half of the year is upon us. Macro should be better. Reopening plays should be settling down. Everyone knows reopening is happening. I think it's coming up. Paco, thank you for doing more live streams, Yashu. I appreciate you watching, Paco. Yes, I've been doing more live streams. I think we did about 4 this week, I want to say. Which is a record on this channel. Which, by the way, if you're one of the 351 people listening, first time on this channel, no idea what I do. We talk about your favorite growth stocks on this channel. We do live streams, analysis, updates. If you love Tesla, you're in the right place. If you love any sort of growth stocks, you're also in the right place. If you want to talk more about Tesla and other stuff, not just Tesla, by the way, we talk about more than just Tesla and SPACs and stuff on our Discord, which is our community private membership. Consider joining us on Patreon. We have a couple more spots, I think, on the second tier level at the moment. Sanju, Ford are probably scrambling to stockpile batteries for their production. Yeah, Ford can say whatever they want, but not only are they battery constrained to the millionth degree, they're also selling these cars at a break even or very close to break even, if not a loss. So I just don't see how they're going to compete. I think it's more of a PR play than anything. Toronto versus Montreal. Who's playing the Jets? Ooh, good question. You know I'm cheering for the Habs. Only cheering for the Habs because I hate the Leafs. The Canucks are out, as you know. The Canucks suck. So as long as the Leafs lose in the first round again and blow it, I am a happy camper. Buy 2 shares after hours for good luck. Boyle, was it you last week that told me to buy 2 shares after hours? And I did, and we went up. I'm going to do that again. You made me like $100, by the way. Thank you. You guys are making me money. I don't know. Shouldn't it be the opposite way? I don't know. Last week, if you guys don't know, thanks for subscribing. Last week, you don't know, I think it was Boyle. You told me to buy 2 shares after hours. I did. We went up like $50 each. And I ended up selling those shares. And I was like, oh, great. Made $100. Yeah. Off to bed. All right, Gideon, take care. Pac-Man, can you do a video on Cheddar Flow versus Flago? Yeah, sure. I can do a video on that. To be fair, I just want to know Cheddar Flow a little bit better than I do right now. I just joined through 2 days ago, not even. So I'm just going to get a little bit better accustomed to it just so I can do it justice. No, it was someone else, but I made you check on Monday. Ah, gotcha. Halitro, Juju. Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna buy 2 shares. Let's make this a Friday thing. I'm gonna buy 2 shares after hours at 6:25:14. Ah, shit, I just hit the ask. Whatever. It's like 7 cents. Okay, I'm filled. Good to go. That's our good luck Juju for next week. I'll also show you this, folks. I'll show you this. Last week, I went grocery shopping, and I posted this on Discord. If I can pull up Discord at the moment. Let's see here. Let's show this. I went to the grocery store, okay? And as I was going to the grocery store, I thought I would bring up the good juju. Let's see here. Let's go to, I think I posted it in General Market last Friday. Good juju for this week acquired. Okay? This is going to have to be a weekly thing. I'm going to have to buy this many oranges every single week. They weren't on sale. You know, I got to say, girlfriend wasn't happy with me buying stuff not on sale. She's like, just, go to this store instead. I was like, no, these are the good luck jujus for the week. And it was a good week. It was a good week in the stock. So, I think I'm going to, and to be honest, I think I've eaten all these goddamn oranges because we've been going live every single freaking day, which is awesome. So, sweet Jesus. How many do you eat a day? To be honest, I only eat mandarins when I'm on live stream with you folks. Okay, I'm not like this crazy mandarin dude. Which, okay, that sounds not talking about race. I'm talking about fruit. I'm not a crazy orange guy. I'm not. Show the picture of T-Mac. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll show that one too. I'm not, but you guys got me eating the juju, and I'll do anything for the good juju. This is T-Mac. Shout out to T-Mac. Hilarious photo. I posted. Here it is. I posted 650 close, and Marco says we need a lot of juju juice, and then T-Mac rolled out the Ford F-150. Haul in some juju right there. So, even better. Oh, look at this. I didn't even see this. Got the Cybertruck photoshopped on that. Shout out to you, T-Mac. I didn't even see that. That's awesome. I started eating dice too. Nice. That's hilarious. Crazy Mandarin dude. No, yeah, so added oranges to my grocery list. There you go, Silent. So yeah, join us on Discord. We have a good time on here. And let's see here. I think Tyler, you are in. Good to see you in here. When you join, it should hopefully be public for everyone, and we'll see you down here. So join us, patreon.com/hit that bid, and you can get in on any level. Actually gets you up onto that. The best pick ever. Yeah. T-Mac, shout out to you. Yes, Melon says, Meline, sorry, I can't pronounce that properly. Are you concerned about low volume? No, the opposite. I'm happy with the low volume. If we're gonna be dipping, I'd rather be dipping on low volume. That signals to me profit taking, right? This is the daily graph. We've dipped on lower volume today. Again, if you talk about bull flags for a hot second, what is a bull flag? A bull flag is massive up moves on heavy volume, followed by consolidation or dipping on low volume, signaling profit, signaling the next leg up. So if we talk about bull flags for a second, I don't think we're there just yet, but this is definitely the start of a flag. Maybe do we consolidate for the next couple of days, drift down on lower volume? Potentially, but remember, we do have catalyst next week. We have the Model S delivery event, which it sounds like, if you follow people on Twitter, the rumor mill is going around about, there's something massive being announced or whatever. If that happens, then potentially this would be good. So David, orange peelings are good luck for Indian culture. Is that right? Gotta ask my folks about that. They've never told me that. Pac-Man, I often hear people saying their Kia or their Volkswagen T1 as having autopilot / FSD tech. Do you think people's inability to distinguish from Tesla from others' company will hurt Tesla's ability to gain market share? To your first question, yes. Do I think people can't distinguish because they just hear autopilot and they think that's it? Yes, I don't think people know the tech properly. But number two, will it hurt them? No. I think the free market is the best tech will win, hands down. You don't have to worry about that. It just might take longer than you would like. That's it. I think the best tech will win. I forget who posted that. Maybe it was Whole Mars on Twitter. That Ford autopilot driver assist, where like the driving steering wheel was like shaking really fast. It is what it is. I'm not worried. Everyone that drives a Tesla on autopilot will tell you the tech is bar none better than any other car out there with autopilot. 100%. Kramer has been pumping Tesla. He knows something we don't know. Yeah, Kramer's careful. Kramer only pumps Tesla when really something's about to blow, because he doesn't want to put his reputation on the line as the guy that hated Tesla, it went up, and then loves Tesla and it went down, right? So if he's pumping Tesla and he continues to do so, that means one thing. Institutions have bought in and they are holding, and they need us to ride this thing up. That's it. He speaks for Wall Street, right? So the whole year was a bull flag. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it. This is the weekly graph, right? But I mean, the weekly graph, even we've broken out of the bull flag territory, I almost think, in terms of the weekly. Yeah, it was really only the first week, and then we broke out of it. But yeah. Mel, this is one more question. Are you worried about the lower low? Lower low at a daily level? I don't know what your lower low. I mean, but it's not over yet. I mean, we'll see what happens next week, and we'll see what the chart says. Sanji, if people refer to autonomous driving tech as autopilot, then Tesla has already won. Tesla's in their head. 100%. What name? Like, I had to think for a second. It's called driver assist by Ford, I think, or GM. Driver assist. Yes. I was honestly blown away by autopilot. I'm not sure. I think probably a large portion of you guys listening have tried autopilot. I was blown away by autopilot the first time I put it on. Does it have hiccups? Maybe here and there. There's a couple of spots in my area I'll have to retest that when they have really big intersections through crossing lights, sometimes it can't match the lane 100% properly, and it'll change lanes if no one's beside me. But quite literally, it's changed the way I drive on road trips. Not in a bad way, but just it's more chill. It's you can put it on. You know, you have 2 hours to drive, 3 hours to drive on the highway. If you're going somewhere, you put it on and you just kind of watch. You're there, you're watching, but you're not like actively expending mental capacity or mental energy to drive. David, I have a friend who would hang orange peelings above their fine jewelry store. I thought that's why you did it. What? Interesting. No, I have no idea. This juju invention was between us, our OGs of the channel, and now it's expanded to everyone new and old. You guys caught me eating oranges one live stream because, you know, I do this in between meetings sometimes, so I had to eat, and you guys are like, every time you eat oranges, Yash, the stock price just like goes bullish, and I was like, maybe I'm onto something here. So ever since then, Juju's a part of our lifestyle as a part of this channel. And if you don't believe me, check this out. I've changed our cover photo as recommendation by one of you guys, and I've put in a Juju, or is it called a Juju, or let's just call it a mandarin, an orange. I put in an orange as part of our branding on our channel header. So yeah, there it is. You'll have to let us know how version 2 compares to when it comes out in a week or two. Yeah, there's an update available on the car again, I want to say. So we'll see. We'll see. Brandon Genius. All right, good night, Paco. Hell yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably update it this weekend. I don't have Wi-Fi in my parking lot, so I'll drive out to my parents or to the coffee shop, get Wi-Fi, update the car, and we'll see. Why do you eat so many? This is the myth, okay? It's slander on my name. I've had 2 oranges today. That's it. That's it. It's not like I'm eating oranges, you know, left, right, and center after I get off the stream. It's not happening. It's just happening on the stream with you guys. Okay, two mandarins. I'm not crazy. Not a crazy mandarin dude. Again, the fruit, not the race. So we'll see. Same for the sun shining in your face, says Martin. Haven't seen that in a while. 100% right, Martin. And you know what? I'll give you guys a little VIP access. Hold on. Give me a second here. God damn it. We have some construction happening on the outside. I got a nice view here, right? Pretty decent view. But you can see there's scaffolding all around my apartment or our condo. And the reason for that is they're doing the rain screen on our building. And so they put scaffolding up. They're cementing the goddamn thing right now. So it should be done next month. But man, it's been a while. I think the entire time we've had this channel, they've been doing construction outside. So the sun, I'm crossing my fingers. I'm holding my juju here. And I think next month the scaffolding should be off. The sun should be back in my face. Then I'll have to wear sunglasses. I will wear sunglasses on stream. I am that douchey. Views are increasing. Yeah, I mean, I'd say so. By the way, you see above my fat head, right there. We are approaching closer to our goal. If you're watching this, having a good time, shooting the crap with us, then consider joining the channel by hitting subscribe if you haven't already. Ooh, check this out, folks. Whoa, check this out. We had 550 calls come in 7 seconds before close for 1.1 million. And they expired in the money, obviously, they're 550. So a big amount of volume just came in. So these are 150 contracts. 150 contracts represents 15,000 shares at 550. Someone just bought $8.25 million worth of Tesla stock through exercising these options 7 seconds before close. So definitely looks like something is up. I mean, someone's buying this, obviously with the knowledge that, well, with the intention of buying, number one, but perhaps with the knowledge of getting in for something. Can you do reviews on Apple, not the fruit? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can make some more Apple videos. Yash, where are you, Marcus says, where do you charge your Model 3? Home, supercharger, third-party charger? 95% supercharger. I have free supercharging hours. 5% at my parents' house who don't live too far away. I could plug it into my parking lot in the guest section. I just haven't. Supercharger is where we go. We go to the mall when we go there. So 2 mandarins a day keeps the doctor away. Yes, absolutely. I'm concerned about the hype of the new FSD. Will it live up to the hype? And when do you guys think it'll come out? It'll come out in a couple of weeks, and I really think it will live up to the hype. I think so. I think it's been too long for them to come out with something that's pretty similar. I think it's going to be, like Elon says, a step change better. There was arbitrage, you think, in that call. They bought it for $74.75. So $74.75 on top of $550 is $624.75. The stock closed at 625.24. Yeah, maybe, what is it? A little bit of arbitrage there, yeah? Yeah, maybe like $1. Not a lot, but, you know, something there. News, 10K dollars credits for buyers. Is that news? That's old. Boyle, so I had a 625 call that expired, only 22 cents in the money. The lowest that call sold for on the day was 60 cents. Yeah, so premium is going to get on the last second, right? And then it's hard to get out. So check that out. So amazing Friday again, folks. Amazing week. Way better than last week. Shout out to everyone, by the way, follow me on Twitter. I appreciate that. Check out all of our old videos around FSD that's coming out, because I think that'll paint a better picture for next week in terms of what's coming out. Elon did release a statement to Electric saying it will have, in terms of going to vision and moving away from radar, it will have all the safety features of prior vision plus radar and then some. The software should be fully rolled out to all new vehicles within 2 weeks. The probability of safety will be higher with pure vision than with radar, not lower. Vision has become so good that radar actually reduces signal/noise. I think he means to say that signal actually, that radar actually increases noise. I think it was what he's trying to say. But the point is, everything's moving to vision only at the moment. So, alrighty, guys, had a fun time again. I will just hold on one second here. I will just say 625.22 on Tesla. Pretty good day on, pretty good week on the stock. I gotta say, I think next week there's probably a good chance that we rip higher depending on macro. Again, I'm bullish on the second half of this year. I think it'll be good. So consider becoming a supporter of the channel here. I'll pull up Patreon. Consider supporting the channel. Any of these levels get you Discord access in here. We've sold out of our bottom rung, and we have 5 more spots on our Nation member limited spot area. So consider joining us there. Yes, I've gotten messages as well, and I think I've actually met with 2 or 3 of you guys chatting. If you guys want private one-on-one, that is also one thing that we can do potentially, if that's something that you're interested in. Check out Patreon for more info. We got good option flow today. Not super bullish, but to be honest, some days it is better that way. And days when we see only bullish flow happening, it's kind of a signal to run the other way some days, unless they're expiring this week. So pretty good day. Pretty good day on the stock, I would say. Pretty happy with that. At the end of the day, it's not really much you can do in terms of carrying for. Let me just pull up Webull for a second here. It's not much you can do in terms of really worrying about much. Next week will probably be a little bit more heavier on volume, in my opinion. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Gonzalez says, thank you, Ashley. Have a good time. Have a good one. Save some oranges for next time. You got it. Let's do it. All right, guys. Take care. Again, have some fun this weekend. Put your phones away. Put your technology away. Have some fun. Don't feel like you have to check everything going on. It is a long weekend. Futures will be up still, I think, the same day maybe. But the markets don't open until Tuesday. Should have some videos out hopefully this weekend. I'll record one tonight. Any sort of ideas on videos and whatnot, let me know. Private message me, anything like that. Great time with everyone today. Thanks for everyone for coming. Thank you, Boyle, Waka, Tyler, of course. Thanks for modding. M. Kelsey, Marco, all you guys, Gonzalo, Harry, Cindy, Marcelo, everyone. Much love. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Bye.